From Cult Epics comes another of their ongoing releases of the films of Japanese director Nobuhiko Obayashi. This is School in the Crosshairs from 1981. This is a Blu-ray release. This is 89 minutes. It features Hiroko Yakushimaru. I'm going to mangle all these names, and I apologize in advance. Ryôichi, Takayanagi, and Masami Hasegawa. This is presented in Japanese LPCM 2.0 stereo, but also Dolby Digital 5.1 surround, but also, none of this means anything for me because I just listen with the TV speaker, DTS HDMA 5.1 surround. Someday I do dream of getting a surround sound system. I actually finally live somewhere where I'm not so close to a neighbor that I don't feel like I'd be bothering them if I listen to something with surround sound. So someday I'll tell you about how good those things sound. But for now, it's mono for me. Optional English subtitles. It opens with a little on-screen title. This is the story of a small young girl with a big broad heart who lives on a small, small planet called Earth. This is from the maker of the film House, or as I like to call it, House, the Japanese bonkers horror film. None of his other films are quite as bonkers as that, but of the other films of his that I have seen so far that Cult Epics has been releasing, and thank you Cult Epics for doing this, this is the one that comes the closest at times to House because it gets visually bonkers sometimes. So the basic story is that the girl that we were talking about up front is a very nice, very sweet, very smart high school girl. She's doing her best, but she also finds that she can manipulate time with her mind because this is an Obayashi film. And she meets another girl at school, a very, very studious but very serious, very not fun girl who also can do things with her mind. And this battle of wills begins with this other girl, basically creates this fascist student council, student body, student soldiers, whatever you want to call it. And it's this battle of ideologies and battle of wills in this Japanese high school between the freedom-loving, smart, friendly, fun kids and the gray-suited, jackbooted thugs of the other girl. And eventually the powers that these two girls have come into play. This has all kinds of stuff in it. It seems like it's going to be a weird cosmic film, and then it seems like it's going to be a straight melodrama with kids, high school kids. Then it segs into something that feels like it's going to be a large-scale musical or dance number. So again, this is vaguely like House. Then it goes into insane special effects and like animations and backgrounds that look like they're paper cutouts. And if you know House, it's nuts. If you don't know House, look up the trailer for this and it will give you a nice healthy dose of what this movie is like. Eventually coming into like alternate dimensions, a chimp. If you know me, everything's better with a chimp. And it's very interesting. It's mostly a melodrama. It's like, for me, it was like quirky enough to maintain interest, but it was a little slower than I was wanting or expecting at that time. It's just phantasmagorical special effects, though. It's what they would call in the old days a square-up reel. Like if a film, the exploitation guys in the old days, if they had a film that was kind of a dud, they would either after the movie proper or at the end, they'd throw on a reel of like a nudie loop or a go-go dancer or something like that, a nudist camp short, and everybody would be like, hey, that was an okay night at the movies. So this kind of has that for me. Like I was so with it for a while, and then it got crazy, and by the end of it, I was like, wow, School in the Crosshairs. So it bonus features on this disc. We have an audio commentary by Max Robinson, who I was very honored and pleased to be able to meet in my with my other hat, literally my other hat, at the Mahoning Drive-In in Lehighton, Pennsylvania. Max came out for a screening we did, 35mm screening of House at the Drive-In last year, and he's working on a book about House and Obayashi. He did a really cool intro to the film, and he allowed us to preview a short video essay that he has on an upcoming Cult Epics release that isn't out yet. And great guy, and he does a commentary on this. Unfortunately, a lot of long silent stretches, which for me is always like, it's a killer. Like I don't literally watch the movies when I listen to commentaries. I play a game on my phone or I do something that involves my hands but not my ears. And I don't want to use up a viewing of a film by watching it all over again. And if you do that, in the days that I did do that, I never wanted to see the movie again after that. So Max's commentary is very good, but it has so many long gaps. It almost feels like it might have been better served as putting it together as a video essay. It's like I don't necessarily for myself want to spend an hour and a half to hear about 30 minutes of talking. I don't blame him. Very nice guy. It's just the kind of thing that I've experienced with commentaries over time, and I like to I don't know, I just feel like I have a lot on my plate and I want to get through things faster. So Sailor Suits and Sound, the featurette video essay by Philip Jeffries is 17 minutes. Obayashi film poster gallery, it's 2.5 minutes set to the score. You get Obayashi trailers for School in the Crosshairs. It's 2 minutes. It looks a little soft, like it might be from a tape or a standard def source. His Motorbike, Her Island, which is also out from Cult Epics, minute and a half. The Island Closest to Heaven, which has just been released or is about to be released by Cult Epics. It's the next one in the series. That is 2 minutes. That also looks like it might be from an SD source. And The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, which is 3 minutes. That one I'm looking very much forward to because it sounds like it's the next most weird film from Obayashi that is coming from Cult Epics. So if you want to see what this looks like, we have this here is the front cover, which really kind of tips the hand to how crazy it gets toward the end. That cover does not lie. Slipcase, slipcase, yes, slips to reveal something more approximating the original poster, if not the original poster. And we crack it open and we see the disc there. And this is, I will look in a second. This is, doesn't say. Maybe I said that earlier. I don't know what region this is. We have a reversible cover that looks like a poster there. And also, they've been doing this with the Cult Epics releases, I think, for the Obayashi films. This is really cool. They reproduced the original Japanese movie program that you could buy at the theater. So it's all in Japanese. So if you don't read Japanese, you're a little bit out of luck. I don't know if a phone translator will take care of that. But it is exactly what people got to promote the film when it was released. So it's a lot of text about the film, about the people making the film, a lot of stills, and little centerfold there of our hero. And it also has occasionally like the original ads that were in that. So I think that's a really cool memento, very cool thing to have. And very glad that Cult Epics, I haven't loved all of these Obayashi films, but I'm very appreciative and excited to be able to see them this way from Cult Epics. So from Cult Epics on Blu-ray, School in the Crosshairs.